All right, Turkish get-ups. So this one is pretty challenging. Technique-wise, there's a lot of different steps to it. We're gonna break down each step. Before we get to one, this is probably not one where we're gonna get super heavy weight-wise. I definitely wanna add more stability as we go to like bottoms up variations with the kettlebells. But for now, we'll just start regular holds with that. Before we get to those, we're gonna use the shoe as our weight, and it's more to help you balance and understand where your hand is at above you, because it's gonna throw your balance off, it's gonna throw your technique off if we don't have this arm basically in the same spot. It'll make more sense when we move and we go through the movement. But we wanna keep that in almost like a pipe, a tube, like straight up and down above us. That helps basically kind of your center of mass is where your core is gonna be for this move, okay? So I'll show you straight on and from the side, because there's a lot of nuances to this exercise. But starting off, we're going weight, imagine here, okay? Same side, so right leg, right hand, or we always do both sides, it'll be this way too. So instead of straight down here, we're out to the side, hand matches a little bit. So it's not here and this, and it's not like this and this, okay? First move, punching crunch up onto the elbow. A lot of times guys will sink and collapse down right here into this shoulder. So we really wanna push, drive through that elbow. Then it's high post. Hand and fist stay straight up above the shoulder right here, okay? From there, we go into side plank, squeeze the glutes, push through this hand, don't sink and collapse down. Head stays up, eyes stay looking at the fist. Bring the knee under. We're gonna windshield wiper this hip back as we sit up. And then from here, it's a lunge, stand up, down. Coming down, this is where it gets a little tricky. So hand comes down by your side, windshield wiper as we sit the hips back, keep that hand close so it's basically directly under here. We're not going to get too far out here. Right to here, reverse it out to the side plank hold, down to the high post, control down to the elbow, control down to the back. A couple quick notes on this. We talked about on the punch and crunch getting strong on that shoulder. I did it, this will happen a lot, is when you first crunch up, your outside foot is gonna wanna kick up. Drive that heel down and really feel abs to help get you up in that position there. Keep pushing through that heel. I'm losing my hat, it's fine. Ta-da, and to there. So let's work the first half of that move, just getting to like the side plank up and then back down, okay? All right, so this palm will be down here, okay? Right about there, right about there. Keep the toes pulled up on this foot. Punch this straight up as you drive the heel, drive to that elbow, crunch yourself up. This side has got to stay open here. It's normal to want to rock over to this, but stay there and get tall. Eyes stay up on this until we're into the lunge position, okay? High post up to the hand. Not yet. Hips stay down, just up to the hand. Palms flat, okay? Oh yeah. Done it before. Okay, now we go side bridge or side plank, so up and hold here. Okay, keep that heel down, keep driving through this heel, keep the glute squeeze, eyes are up here. Bring this knee under. There you go. Now you're gonna sit up straight as you bring that back hip around. And then we're standing up from there. Okay, lunge back. So now you're gonna, before we come down with that hand, bring this, set this hip back, keep this hand close. So notice how you went over here, need your other hand right under you there. especially as we start to load this up, that'll change things. So now from there, sweep that left leg out to your side plank. Good, try to keep a little, yes, more there. Get this heel down though, get this heel down. There you go. Eyes up here. Slowly lower down. So now you're at your high post. Slowly lower down to the elbow. And that, notice, and you'll probably see on the camera later, the hand got out this way. That's when we lose the weight. When we've got this, you're gonna be strongest when it's straight up over you. So when you get outside that circle, that's when it gets a little bit heavier. So let's go to the other side now. Practice on the other side. There you go. Punch and crunch up. Drive through here. Good. Yep, keep that fist. High post up on the hand. There it is, good. Drive through this, squeeze your glutes, push through both heels. Nice, bring that leg under. Got to get that knee all the way under your hip even more. Yep, so now, windshield wiper, turn this. You're all right, I got you. Bring this foot around as you start to sit up, okay? Standing up from there, back down. So now the other trick with this part, abs have to stay down when we get up overhead. It's super easy to start to arch in the low back, so we want to really make sure we keep the abs engaged throughout this move. Okay, palms flat there, kind of windshield wiper that hip. I stay up here. Now bring that leg out, both heels down, drive up, good. Kind of open up a little more tabletop here while keeping up. There it is. Slowly lower down. You can kind of readjust the hand there if you need to. So that's got to be a segmented move. When you go from up here, controlled down to the elbow, controlled all the way down to the back, we're training the release, your eccentric move of this. Same way like when we're doing the negatives on the pull-ups, right? This is like your negatives for your abs and your trunk. Okay. Coming down. How's that first time?
Pretty hard.
A lot of steps, right? So that windshield wiper move, you want to try to match one strong straight wrist here. Okay, don't want that wrist extended back. Try to match your sitting upright with that hip move. Good. Glute squeeze at the top. Exhale. Abs down, ribs tight. Keep that abs engaged as you're coming down here. Good. Sit back up there. Nice. And you did good with it. Some guys will try to do like up on the fingertips, palm fully flat on your down there. I stay up. Good. Control. Keep this knee open a little bit right there. Control, control, control there. So that's tough. That's one of the hardest parts of the move, honestly. Really controlling back from the elbow to your back. Yep, switch sides. And again, strong, straight wrist so it's not extended back there. Punch and crunch up. Exhale as you come up. Yep, all the way up. Side bridge, side plank. Bring that knee under a little more first. Underneath more. Yep. You're alright. Keep working it. Tight there, good. Yep. Right around there is good. Eyes stay up there. Keep good. Keeping here to here, basically straight up and down over each other. Keep it up. Leg out straight here. Good. Bridge. Good. Both squeeze, both glutes. Slowly lower down.
I like started over here and ended up here.
That happens. So the other piece I'll add to this really quick is the way you got out of it. We want to get in and out of the move especially when we're loaded up, the same way. So we start with it rolled on our side here. Other hands stacked on top like this to help pull us into this. If we're coming down like this, that puts us in an exposed position with that shoulder into external rotation. So we just roll over with it there. It's safer, especially as we start to get a little bit heavier with the weight.